Open the Board of Public Works and Safety. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please, Carol.
Mayor Sheets,
Present.
Greg Miller,
Present.
Jim Skinner,
Present.
Okay, next we have the minutes from the November 12th, 2024 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of November the 12th, 2024.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner,
Aye.
Okay, the minutes passed. Next, we have the claims.
Mayor, I'll make the motion that we approve the claims as presented.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner,
Aye.
Okay, the claims have been approved. Were there any public comments? Nothing, okay. Department reports. Parks Department, Joel Tatum.
Good evening. I have a few items tonight. The first one is for Carrie Kiphart with AARP. They would like to use the Neighborhood Center again for their tax aid preparation from January 29th to April 10th on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they are looking for a fee waiver for that.
Does that interfere with anything that we have going on there? Or you see any problems?
There's nothing there. There's one Thursday night that was already booked. And so they said they wouldn't be there that night.
Okay. Can I have a motion?
Yep. I'll make a motion that we accept the public use application and agreement with AARP for use of the neighborhood center.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner,
Aye.
Okay, that's been approved.
And a note to that motion about the fees being waived.
Yep. Add that. Amend that motion.
Yes.
The next I have is a concession stand agreement for the TPA Park Main concession stand. It is with Danielle Eason. She would like to run the soup kitchen for the Festival of Lights season. So we are working with her on getting that done. We are waiting on the appliances to show up, but everything else is done for the concession stand.
And she's met all the requirements for the insurance and all
Yeah.
of that. Okay.
Mayor, I have a question.
Okay.
According to this agreement, we have lease period is there from November 26th to May the 4th. So that's extended past the use of during Christmas for the soup
Correct.
kitchen?
That's just how it was before. We had one for the winter time, and then we had one for the springtime that started before Memorial Day. So I
Okay.
just left it like that.
Yeah, and then maybe extended from May to October? Is that,
Yes, with the, if things go well, then she would like to extend it if we could.
is that something that,
And I'm looking for my contract right now. So can you tell me again the dates and the times?
So it's November 26th, which would be tomorrow, to May 4th. And then it would be with the potential to extend it from May 5th to October 31st if everything goes.
And she's going to have it open for 7 days a week.
7 days a week from 6 to 9, which is during the Festival of Lights.
Okay.
is that something that we want to pass with that being available from May to October at this time? Or is that something we want to wait for to see how
On
this,
the May to October?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should wait
I
probably.
mean, is that the use that we want for the concession stand to be open 7 days a week from 6 to 9, also during the hours or the months of May through October?
Yeah, I think we'd have to change those
Yeah,
hours.
we would have to change those hours, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably
it says here it can be extended for an additional term if by agreement of all parties, so.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think we'd want to change those hours.
Yeah, so what we'd want to do then is we'd want, so we can extend it, but we're not required to. So as it's written, it should be fine because what we can do is we can just decide not to extend it if we don't want to extend it. And then if we do want to extend it, we can do a separate agreement from May to October with different hours.
Then is that something that would come before the Board of Works to extend that?
Yes. Yes, it would ultimately be your decision whether or not you wanted to extend.
Yeah.
Motion?
I got another question here. During the summer, is that open during the summer? Concession stand out there?
Well, that's what we're hoping, that
Yes.
the May through October, correct?
Right.
6 PM to 9 PM, is it?
But
Right, that's what we just talked about. We'd do a separate agreement for the summer, and we would amend it to have different hours.
yeah,
Right.
I think we'd want to have it
Same
during,
person will be in charge?
Potentially.
Yeah.
The way that the contract reads is that you can extend it with the same person for the summer, but you're not required to. So if things don't go well, you don't have to extend it. You have the option to. And then if you do extend it, we'd want to do a separate contract with the summer terms.
And that would be the way it shows now. If that's extended, it's through the park superintendent and the person who is renting, that if they mutually agree on the main concession stand. So that's in something then would be put in a separate form, come back, and that would be.
Yes, yes. So basically, if Joel thinks that it's going really well, he can come back to the board and say, hey, I think it went really well. We'd like to have her stay. And you all could make that decision, and then we just get a separate contract.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we accept the concession agreement for TPA Park concession stand as presented.
I'll second.
roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner,
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay.
The next thing I have is we would like to put a sidewalk around the petting zoo. We were approached by Wesley Manor, actually, asking us if there was some way we could make it more ADA accessible. And since we're working on our ADA stuff throughout the whole city, we thought it would be a great time to do that. So they could use a sidewalk around it to actually push the wheelchairs so that the residents can get up close and personal with the animals, which would be nice. So we have two different estimates for a sidewalk around. They're both 5 foot. They both are the same specs. It was interesting to me because originally I did 4 foot when I first got the bids, and they were both companies. They were $2,000 difference essentially. And when I upped it to, after talking with Dawn, it needs to be 5 feet. Otherwise, we had to have turnarounds every so often. They're what is it? Almost $15,000 apart, or $12,000 apart. So it was interesting, but we have one bid from Campus Construction for $39,750, and the other one from Rosillo's Concrete for $27,860. And we would like to go with Rosillo's if we could. And that'll be paid for out of our building repairs line item.
Are you familiar with both these companies?
Yes, Rosillo's actually just did work around our concession stand, and then Campos does the city work right now, I believe.
50/50 sidewalk.
Okay.
So both of them we've used.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the one from Rosillo's at $27,860 for the new sidewalk around the animal area there.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner,
Aye.
Okay, and you have approval, so I would get with them as soon as you can. If they don't think they can do it this year, then we
Get
need
it
to.
encumbered. Yep.
Thank you.
And then the last thing I have was an updated to our job description for our part-time, it was called part-time facilities groundskeeper. That was our custodian position essentially, so we changed the name to be a part-time facilities custodian. And we also removed, one of the responsibilities it said was unlocking and locking the facilities. That's all done automatically now. So we removed that from the job description, but those are the only two changes that we had. We would just like it approved so we could get it posted.
If that's, if that function's been taken away from that part-time person, who then would be responsible for that, to unlock the restrooms?
So the restrooms are done by our employees anyways, whether it's the part-time zookeepers during the summer or our employees during the day. But then the unlocking and locking of the actual facilities, the Prairie Creek Park and the Neighborhood Center are both done automatically through the computer now.
And that can be done by,
That's done by Katie Ann or myself or Christine.
okay. I'll make a motion that we accept the part-time facilities custodian for the Parks Department as presented this evening.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner,
Aye.
Okay, you're
That's-
approved, so you're going to put that out then through
We'll get it out
Cheryl.
through
Okay,
Cheryl and Kimberly and get that posted so we can hopefully get an applicant soon.
okay, sounds good.
And the only other thing I have is make sure you come out and enjoy the Festival of Lights, which start on Thursday.
Thursday, all right. You guys ready?
No, but we're getting there. I'll be going back there here in just a minute
Okay.
to help. And there's guys there now, still working, but we're getting there. It's normal stuff for us.
And then once that's completed and you have the lights on for Thanksgiving, you're going to come downtown then?
Yes.
to-
So next week we'll be downtown decorating Prairie Creek Park,
Okay,
Veterans Park, and downtown.
okay, good.
So we'll do that next week before the parade on Saturday.
Okay,
you will have your Venmo code tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you. We're excited about that.
I'm interested to see how, if we see an increase
Me
in
too.
donations with that.
Me too. Thank you very much.
thank you. Okay, building services, Rob Bogue.
Good evening. You have before you a request for a permit extension for the Community Schools of Frankfort Middle School through December of 2025. Normally, the permit approval is for 6 months, but this is my understanding that if we extend this and make it out to December of 2025, this should cover the remainder of that project, is my understanding. Don was not here for me to confirm that, but from what I'm hearing, that will take care, hopefully, of this project, and we shouldn't have to issue any more permits to there. So we're asking for the extension through December of 2025.
No.
No.
Do you need to see it,
Do you have,
permit or
you
anything?
have it there or no, you don't?
Yeah, I do have an actual, the permit, yeah.
That's okay.
It got dropped, that's one of those things got dropped in my lap last minute.
So you would just go ahead and extend this current
Yes,
permit that we
extend it
have?
through December of 2025, and it's my understanding that they would not have to come back and ask for any more. That should take care of the construction project.
But you would continue to do inspections or whatever else
Yes,
they needed?
as
That's
they call.
just the permit? Okay.
Yes, as they call.
That pertains to the areas that is covered in the original permit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion that we extend the project permit waiver extension there for the middle school through December 2025.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner,
Aye.
Okay, that extension has been approved through December 2025.
Just a couple updates. I have been requested and tasked to approach the Farmers Bank and the county on the project. It seems like we have been left out for the last several months of updates, and had a meeting on, I'll start with the Farmers Bank first, had a meeting there Friday. Miranda Danner and I went, met with Chad Kozik, Micah Frazier, and a gentleman with the first name of Nick. Sorry, I'm losing his last name. But we have requested and asked that we be involved in the remainder of their update meetings. We will be attending those every other week. Miranda and I will both go, and we will take notes, and we will have better updates on the project at the Farmers Bank. They also have been asked to, starting Thanksgiving, or the Friday after Thanksgiving, to get their fence back to remove all their equipment from the parking spaces out front. and open that up for the minimum of 10 days, lasting from Thanksgiving to past the Christmas parade. And they're not allowed to block unless if they come and ask for permission again. I've talked to Jordan Brewer, the president of the commissioners for the county. He has talked to Envoy, and they have agreed to the same terms. They will peel their fence back as far as they can get it, we cannot have parking spaces, there's no way, because they have no sidewalks. But they are going to take the fence back as far as they can, permitting us to put in, or they will put in some cones and allowing us to have a 6-foot walkway from Veterans Park going east on Washington Street on the north side. So people can park in the new city lots, access Arnie's, Ellis, all the businesses down through there for the same 10-day period. And they will contact us if they need to go back and start covering those. A couple new business updates. Went to Bigby's this week and did an inspection under slab for their sewer lines that we asked them to repair a few things. They are now ready to pour that slab, cover up all their plumbing underneath, and they're continuing on. So looks like that progress is coming well. Went to Popeyes actually today. I've done a couple inspections there along with Brian Baker, and we were there today. They have passed all their inspections all the way through the insulation rough ends, and they are now putting up drywall and framing and boxing everything in. Their current projected opening is the second week of January. So that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Jason Forsyth, Street Superintendent.
I'm watching. Take these off. Take them off, yeah.
There you go. Thanks, sir.
I got you, Jason. Go.
You got me. Just wanted to see if the Board of Works would mind putting together a letter of support for the Mash Road 80/20 grant that I'm writing now. Some point in time, we need to get that downloaded into the system. It's due December the 6th. So if we could get an approval to have you guys do a little support letter for me, I'd appreciate it. And I've talked to Mr. Worthen and sent out an email to all the city council to possibly get one of those from them as well. I've been reaching out to the Community Schools of Frankfort, Chief Shoemaker, Joel Tatum at the Parks, Drainage Board, County Commissioners, trying to get some things from them as well for the same thing. So I spoke to Structure Point today, and I asked Scott to get me some accident information. We have to have the last 3 years of accident information for it as well, from 2022 to the present. And that needs to go in there, so. But just wanted to see if I could get an approval, or if you guys would be willing to give me one of those types of letters.
Did we do them for the previous times?
Yes.
So we probably have a template somewhere that, yeah. Kimberly
Kimberly has
probably,
it,
yeah.
yeah. I think I have it too, but
Okay,
I think it's a great idea.
yep.
thank you, sir.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
What's the name of the grant, Jason?
It's an 80/20 federal highway grant for Mash Road from Haven to Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We want to do a motion on that?
Chief Stidham to give me one as well, and department head
I
last
feel
time.
like we usually do.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to do a motion on that?
I'll make a motion that we provide a letter of support to Superintendent Forsyth for the 80/20 grant for the Mash Road project.
And I'll second the motion.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay,
Can I put my gloves back on now?
yeah.
Now you can.
Thank you, brother.
We'll get that taken care of. Kimberly is out for I think the rest of this week, so it'll probably be the first of next week. Just, we don't want that to slip by, so. Thank you. Okay, under HR, we have the job description for the part-time maintenance person for Old Stony, and I don't know if you've had an opportunity to review it or not, but I'd like to have more discussion on that, review it, and see if this is the direction we want to go, if we want to make any changes, so. If you're okay with that, we'll
Yeah.
review it and get back. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, attorney.
The only thing I have is last meeting, we took the fuel bids under advisement. So if you are still reviewing that, that is fine. Otherwise, we had one bid. So if you would like to accept that, we could have a motion to that effect.
And I think you received the information with the comparison from last year, so.
And the bid was,
It's,
here last week was, what was his name?
I can't think what his
Chip
name is.
Boswell?
Chad?
Chip?
Chip? Okay.
Chip Boswell, that's the card. So I'm assuming, okay.
and I think I would prefer the fixed bid. I don't know what your thoughts are, but,
Yeah. Don't any surprises.
no,
So, I mean, this is the only company that bid,
yes.
and it is less than what we did in '23, is that
Yes,
correct?
yes. And it was advertised.
Yeah, it was advertised in the paper.
Everybody had the opportunity, they just didn't
They
go.
did.
Okay, then I'll make the motion that the city of Frankfurt give the fuel bid to Keystone Cooperative as presented for the 2025
Fixed,
For the fixed price.
fixed price.
yep.
A second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, that's approved, and there may be some paperwork that has to be signed, I'm not sure.
I will reach out to Keystone and take it
Okay.
from there.
Okay,
We usually do a contract, don't we?
Yes, and I can get one ready.
Okay.
did, interlocal agreement I have for
I
you.
can do that too. The other item that I have, we talked last time about the parking lot at Slabby's getting repaved and then the RDC paying for that. That did get approved at the RDC meeting, so that will get accomplished, and they did sign that interlocal agreement you all approved. There was a second interlocal agreement I prepared for, and the RDC approved this one as well. But it is for the parking lot over by Veterans Park, the new one. That interlocal agreement, the RDC owns that parking lot. So this interlocal is just for the city of Frankfurt to enforce 3-hour parking. So I'm going to revise the parking ordinance to include that parking lot, but this interlocal agreement would allow the city to enforce that parking lot along with all the other 3-hour parking areas.
I'll make a motion that we approve the interlocal agreement between the city of Frankfurt and RDC concerning the parking lot at Veterans Park.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Okay, that's been approved. I appreciate the RDC investing in that. I think that's going to be really good for our downtown area. I've already had people reach out to me, and they're happy to have the more parking spaces, so. Okay, was there another one? Oh, comments. What about the comments?
I'm still working on that agreement, so I'll have
Okay.
that at the next meeting.
Okay, Jesse, wanted to extend that, so.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll have, I also heard from Wesley Manor, and they also wanted to extend the agreement, so I'm working on both of those. I just didn't have a chance to get them done in between the last two meetings. So I will have those for you at the first meeting in December.
Okay, thank you. Can we do that? We have to wait till we do the ordinance.
We
I think.
can't enforce it until we do the ordinance. You can go ahead and get it marked. We just can't enforce it. So once we get the ordinance approved, then we can start enforcing it.
Yep, thank you. Thank you.
Now, was it my understanding too that we're not leasing any spaces in this new lot? Or we
No.
are? Okay,
It's going to fall under the 3-hour parking
good. I
ordinances.
like that.
Both the Slabby's lot and the Veterans Park
Yeah.
lots are all 3-hour parking for the public.
Okay, next we have conflict of interest forms. Carol, is this correct, the 3 that we have for today?
Yes, so we have 2 for employees that have come aboard this year, and then a third one for a utility employee that's currently doing some construction work here at Old Stony. So we are just catching up to those.
Do we have all three of those?
Yes. One of them in your packet, I didn't have the signature page on it, but I have since obtained that. They're ready for approval in the original copy that I have here. If you'd like to see any of them, I'm happy to pass them around.
I just want one short, but that's good. Yeah. Can we do all three at once?
Yes, just make sure you put the names in the motion.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we accept the conflict of interest forms that were presented tonight, one for Taylor Crenshaw, one for Jason Earl, and one for Krista Stillwell.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, those conflict of interest have now been approved.
Thank you.
Scott, do you have anything for us this evening? Nothing? Okay. Matt, you got here just in time. Yep. Okay, I think tomorrow, is it tomorrow that we're selling the bonds?
Yes.
On the
We
bonds
have a
tomorrow.
call in the morning at 10 a.m. to,
So we're moving
Find
right
out
along
about
on the
the bonds.
project, so.
they actually, there's activity on them today, but we'll make the decision tomorrow.
Clarence? Okay, does anybody else have anything? You guys have anything? I'll take the motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here this evening.